Sam Rivers, the bassist and founding member of the American nu metal band Limp Bizkit, has died at the age of 48. The band shared the heartbreaking news on social media, describing Rivers as not just our bass player, but the soul in the sound. Their message was filled with emotion. From the first note we ever played together, Sam brought a light and a rhythm that could never be replaced. His talent was effortless, his presence unforgettable, his heart enormous. Born Samuel Robert Rivers on September 2, 1977 in Jacksonville, Florida, Sam grew up in a family deeply connected to music. His father was a musician, and his aunt, Beverly Vance, taught him to play the bass guitar when he was just 13. Sam's early passion for funk, jazz, and heavy metal shaped his unique playing style, an energetic blend of groove and aggression that would later define Limp Bizkit's sound. Before fame, Rivers worked several odd jobs while playing in local bands across Florida. He met Fred Durst, the future frontman of Limp Bizkit, through a shared love of music and tattoos. Along with drummer John Otto, Rivers' cousin, and later DJ Lethal, they formed Limp Bizkit in 1994. What started as a small garage band in Jacksonville quickly exploded into a global phenomenon. By 1999, Limp Bizkit's second album, Significant Other, made them one of the most talked about acts in the world. Their fusion of rap, metal, and attitude became the voice of a generation. Sam Rivers' bass lines were the backbone of that sound, deep, groovy, and aggressive, cutting through the chaos of guitars and drums. He didn't just play notes, he created energy. His work on tracks like Break Stuff, Nookie, and Rearranged showcased a rare musical instinct, balancing rhythm and melody in ways that made Limp Bizkit unforgettable. As Limp Bizkit's fame skyrocketed, Sam Rivers remained the quiet force that held the band together musically. While Fred Durst grabbed headlines for his outspoken personality and stage antics, Sam's focus was always on the music. He became known for his creative use of tone and groove. His ability to shift from smooth, funky bass lines to thunderous metal riffs gave Limp Bizkit its signature sound. His precision and stage presence made him one of the standout bassists of the nu metal era. Rivers' contribution went beyond performance. He co-wrote many of the band's biggest hits, including Rollin, Air Raid Vehicle, which topped the Billboard charts and became an early 2000s anthem. His input shaped albums like Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog-Flavored Water, which sold over 12 million copies worldwide. The album's success cemented Limp Bizkit's place as one of the defining forces in the late 90s and early 2000s rock. Outside of the band, Sam was passionate about helping others. His love for music led him to work with young, aspiring musicians, mentoring them in production and performance. According to those close to him, he was humble, funny, and deeply kind, a man who used his success to uplift others. In 2015, Rivers took a break from the band after suffering from liver disease caused by years of heavy drinking. He opened up about his health struggles in the book Raising Hell by John Widerhorn, saying, "I quit drinking and did everything the doctors told me. I got treatment for the alcohol and got a liver transplant, which was a perfect match." His openness inspired fans who faced their own battles with addiction and recovery. After years of recovery, Sam made a quiet return to the studio and began producing music again. Limp Bizkit continued touring, and although Sam sometimes stayed behind due to health limitations, his spirit remained at the heart of the group. His resilience became a symbol of strength, showing that even rock stars face real, human struggles and can rise above them. In the years leading up to his passing, Sam Rivers stayed deeply connected to music despite his health challenges. He continued to collaborate with local artists and help produce songs that carried his unmistakable groove-driven style. Fans often spotted him at smaller shows in Florida, cheering on new acts and sharing stories from Limp Bizkit's early days. His humility and willingness to teach made him a respected figure far beyond the nu metal scene. In 2021, Limp Bizkit released Still Sucks, their first album in a decade. Though Sam's involvement was limited due to ongoing health concerns, his influence was unmistakable in the band's rhythm and tone. Even when not on stage, his fingerprint could be felt on every note. His bandmates frequently mentioned that his feedback shaped their creative direction, and Fred Durst once said in an interview, "Sam doesn't just play bass, he makes everything breathe. When he's in the mix, you feel it." Rivers' final year was busy and promising. The band released a new single, Making Love to Morgan Wallen, in September and performed at Reading Festival in August 2025, an appearance that reignited nostalgia among fans who had grown up on their sound. Sam was reportedly optimistic about returning to full performance, but fate had other plans. When the news of his passing broke, social media flooded with tributes from musicians and fans worldwide. DJ Lethal, in a heartbreaking Instagram post, wrote, "We shared so many moments, wild ones, quiet ones, beautiful ones, and every one of them meant more because Sam was there." He also asked fans to respect the privacy of Rivers' family, emphasizing that Sam's wife and close relatives were grieving a man who gave his heart to everyone. Messages poured in from across the rock world. Members of bands like Korn, Slipknot, and Papa Roach praised Rivers for his technical skill and kind spirit. Many fans credited his music for helping them through dark times, echoing the sentiment that Sam's sound was more than rhythm, it was healing. Sam Rivers' death marks the end of an era for both Limp Bizkit and the generation that grew up with their explosive, rebellious energy. To many fans, he wasn't just a bassist. He was the pulse of the band, the quiet architect behind the groove that defined an entire wave of nu metal. His deep, rhythmic style bridged the gap between hip-hop beats and heavy guitar riffs, making Limp Bizkit's music danceable and aggressive all at once. Few musicians managed to merge funk-inspired smoothness with raw metallic grit the way Sam did. Throughout his 30-year career, Rivers influenced countless young bassists who studied his techniques. His use of slap bass, fluid transitions, and unconventional tuning inspired players to experiment fearlessly. On platforms like YouTube and TikTok, many modern musicians still reference his performances as a blueprint for how to bring emotion and swagger into rock music. He was not just playing notes, he was telling stories through his bass. Beyond music, Sam Rivers left behind a legacy of compassion. He supported addiction recovery programs, funded local music schools, and participated in charity events that helped underprivileged children find artistic direction. DJ Lethal's words in their tribute summed it up best. "You will live on through your music and the lives you help save with your charity work and friendships." For Limp Bizkit, this loss is deeply personal. "We lost our brother, our heartbeat," Fred Durst wrote. "From the very first rehearsal to our last show, Sam's sound carried us. There is no Limp Bizkit without him." As fans revisit classics like Break Stuff, Nookie, and Take a Look Around, they'll hear Sam Rivers' fingerprint in every thump and groove. His music will continue to echo across generations, a reminder that rhythm can move hearts as powerfully as words. In death, as in life, Sam Rivers remains what Limp Bizkit called him, the soul and the sound. His journey may have ended at 48, but his bass will never stop resonating through the speakers, stages, and souls of rock lovers everywhere. Sam Rivers' passing isn't just the loss of a musician, it's the silencing of a heartbeat that once pulsed through an entire era of rock. He was more than a performer. He was a creator of moments, the silent force who let his bass speak when words failed. Every time his strings vibrated, they carried stories of youth, rebellion, pain, and redemption. From garage beginnings in Jacksonville to sold-out arenas across the world, Sam's journey embodied the raw dream of every kid who ever picked up an instrument and believed they could change the world with sound. And in many ways, he did. As fans light candles, share memories, and replay the songs that define their teenage years, one truth remains: Sam Rivers will never be forgotten. His rhythm still echoes in the beats of today's rock. His influence lives in the hands of every young bassist inspired by his art, and his compassion endures in the lives he touched offstage. Rest easy, Sam Rivers. The groove lives on. Your sound built a generation. Your soul defined it.